Warriors up 7:41 remaining in the first. We go to the baseline and Matt Steinmetz, who looks much better with the new Mike Flagg, and the transition defense also looking better for the Warriors.
Yeah, I was talking to Keith Smart before the game about the big issue, and he said it is transition defense. The one problem the Warriors are having, he said, is they're getting caught in between. He said we either need to crash the boards or we need to get back. And what's happening is too many guys are doing neither. And he says they don't really care if everybody crashes the boards and they give up a break, but they can't be giving up fast breaks when they're not getting anything on the offensive glass.
Well, yes, and the statistics illustrate that. The last two games, you expect it at San Antonio, out-rebounded 54-37, then out-rebounded 56-38. They gave up 17 offensive rebounds to the Mavs.
Yeah, and that was the Dallas team the Warriors out-rebounded in Oakland just a couple days earlier.
Yeah, they just got caught standing around in that no-man's land.
Hakeem Warwick following that in on the offensive glass.
This is a very young team, and of course, giving up Pau Gasol in the middle of the season did not help them.
Little zone look for Memphis.
Got to get someone in the middle right behind Mike Miller.
Monte finding a seam and putting it up and in. Monte Ellis is open 3 of 3. Keelan Miller's put it on the floor, catch and shoot. Hey, he just gets in these modes where he can make everything from anywhere.
Oh, they left him alone momentarily.
Had to put it on the floor, and Conley is step back 3.
He's shooting more of them lately. He's still not a three-point shooter. He's a driver, but he looks to score. Oh,
what a catch and a finish.
But the pass had to be pinpoint perfect. That was a tough pass. And Beavis with that one paw of his. He's got great hands.
Warwick inside, getting a little bit too stubborn. He does get bailed out with a foul.
Baron Davis, and then trying to slip that screen, but right over the top of the defender, right off the dribble to the open hand of Andris Biedrins. And you're right, he blocked that thing with his hand, caught it, and finished.
But what I like is the look inside. See, we've had Biedrins run the floor and be rewarded by Jackson, rewarded by Barron. Is the last 2 games, you don't get back on defense, you don't make your perimeter shots, but the ball stopped moving.
Yeah.
And the Warriors are so much better collectively when the ball's really hopping around than just trying to be solo artists going one-on-one.
A lot of players were trying to initiate their own game, their own offense, and you saw a lot of dribbling. You haven't seen that tonight. A few dribbles, but then they look, pass, and even make the move, and are very determined and decisive and score right away. You know, ever since I've been in the league, Bob, in 66, always reward a big man when he runs the floor.
Because he'll run again. And then the big man will start doing other things like defend and rebound. Now Barron picks up the foul before the shot, says Billy Kennedy. Big night overall for the Warriors. Not only, obviously, they need to win, but the Lakers and Dallas and the Mavericks going to the Staples Center. Pau Gasol is back for the Lakers.
And then they've got to go play Phoenix.
Steven Jackson from deep. And Azubuike on the offensive glass. And just what Matt was talking about. If you're there, crash the offensive glass. If you're not, get back on defense. But don't get in that midcourt no man's land.
Well, Kalina has been probably the most consistent player as of late. Doesn't take a lot of shots, but he's been good when he shoots it in both games.
And Rudy Gay stolen away by Monte. And kind of an unforced error as he just lost it out of bounds.
Azubuike's 4 of 7. San Antonio 4 of 7 against Dallas. He needs to be aggressive and get more shots when they're there. Sometimes he passes them up.
Posting up Warwick and losing it out of bounds. It'll still be Memphis ball.
That's a good call by Billy Kennedy because possibly went off Warwick, but he didn't blow a whistle on Steven Jackson holding on. Gave them the ball. I love Billy Kennedy.
Warwick is fouled there. I love Billy Kennedy because he's a diehard Notre Dame fan.
Well,
that's why we get along so well.
That's not a bad choice. That's good. Well, I knew he was bright.
Well, he spent a lot of time at South Bend, Indiana. But one of the better young officials in this league, and Billy's been around long enough, I still shouldn't say young official.
Well, you see Baron Davis talking to Billy Kennedy, and this is the 40th anniversary of Dr. Martin Luther King's death, and of course that was honored and celebrated here today in a march. And Billy Kennedy's father, William Kennedy Sr., was the president of the Illinois chapter of the NAACP. Talked to him about that before the game, and Tony Brown, the other official, went to the ceremonies today.
Yeah,
so Billy Kennedy's father was active.
April 4th, 1968, James Earl Ray, and just a tragic moment in our country's history right here in Memphis. And the Warriors looking at losing that out of bounds. Not going to be much atmosphere in the FedEx Forum. You're going to have to kind of build that yourself as a player.
The Warriors are showing that they have it tonight. They're very focused, concentrating, just taking and doing the job that's necessary. Nice finish inside by Conley.
Conley went with his offhand. Pretty clever getting to the iron.
I thought Conley might have been better served staying in school a little longer. And you'll see Crittenden tonight came over from the Lakers. Same with him after 1 year at Georgia Tech.
Azubuike won inside to outside. When the Warriors threaten the rim and then kick out, their 3 percentage skyrockets.
And when Kalena gets that up in the air, he is so very accurate. Gives it a chance to go in.
And Conley got it to Collins, and he missed a dunk. Azubuike will peel out.
Now, Monte can get this jump shot every time if he'd have challenged, but he's trying to keep the ball moving.
On Biedrins, point-blank range, and he is shoved by Akeem Warwick. And now a technical foul.
That's on Jason Collins because he thought he got fouled at the other end. Saw 2 men on Baron Davis, so Baron said someone's got to be open. He spotted Andres inside.
And the technical made by Steven Jackson. Warrior deal of the game. You can guarantee a seat to see the Warriors in the playoffs, placing a deposit towards next year's season tickets. And we'll toss in a free ticket to see the Sonics' final game of the season at 888-GSW-HOOP. Operators ready to help you right now on that final day of the season. Warriors taking on the Sonics. Denver. And I believe Memphis, and then Dallas and the Hornets. All 3 of the teams fighting for that spot will be playing. And after this weekend, Jim, all the teams play every other day, it seems. Warriors just have these huge days for the playoff chase in terms of Sunday and Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, that kind of thing.
No more back-to-back for the Warriors. No more back-to-backs at all through the season. That'll help them because Don Nelson mentioned before the game that they're a little fatigued. And he said even Monte Ellis wanted to take a day off and practice the other day, but he said, I didn't let him. He didn't work hard, but I still made him practice.
We had a lane violation, so Biedrins will get a second opportunity. Darko Milicic is checked in for the Grizzlies.
Didn't start tonight, but he started 61 of 66 games.
And Biedrins, who had that stretch where he had made 15 straight. Michael Petrus was warming up before the game and looking very good. I think Petrus getting closer and closer to returning from that groin and hamstring injury, and the Warriors could use his athleticism in life.
Well, he certainly hasn't lost his shot. He was raining in jumpers.
Rudy Gay raining that one in. So Gay was 7 early.
Look at the ball move.
Monte, tough shot from the foul line, well contested.
And he went for the rebound and let Conley leak out. There is a little mistake. The first one I've seen of that nature. He got caught thinking he might get the rebound as it came straight back.
Warriors have opened, though, 10 of 15 shooting. Cycling around.
So that's where Azubuike passed up the shot.
And Barron in on Milicic, and Biedrins is there to clean it up.
Biedrins just keeps getting better. Came back in that Denver game, and he's been a new guy.
Andres has 8 points to lead the Warriors to go with 6 rebounds. Warwick and Azubuike, and that was an arm wrestling match, and Kalena had him pinned. Take us to a mandatory. Azubuike will pick up a second foul. 2:54 remaining in the first quarter, and Kalena Azubuike getting the start and delivering with 5 points and 3 boards.